Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I have to admit I'm very happy with this package that has arrived from the US from my good friend who used to actually work at Vince Gironda's gym as the night staff man, or the night staff member. He actually used to even, from what I understand, speak to Vince and even instruct some of the people who would just join and help them out, etc., etc. Anyway, apparently this friend of mine called Roland in the US who worked at Vince's gym told me that he had some very rare material that used to hang at next to Vince's office. He used, or sorry, next to the entrance, I believe, something like that. He used to have a kind of a shelf where made out of wood, I think, where Vince would often put pamphlets and other things like that for people to just take. And he apparently, after I asked him a couple of times, he told me that he may have had some copies that he kept in his basement, and lo and behold, he found them for me and sent them to me. And this is truly for me a wonderful gift. So I thank you very much, Roland, for trusting me to keep this and to take care of this very rare Vince Gironda memorabilia from his gym that of course doesn't exist anymore. I'll tell you now what actually I've acquired from Roland. We have workout charts of all sorts. I think there's like 3 here, back with the backs as well, where you can actually write. For example, you can see one of the workout charts here. If I can just clarify that for you, for each body part, he's, for example, suggested certain exercises. Vince has in this case for pecs, decline pulley, the lats, the short pull, delts, lateral raise, and he's even left some spaces for you to put your own exercises in. These just his suggestions, where you can then put the weights, the repetitions, the sets, etc., your name, the date, etc. So they're double-sided, and so he gives you the freedom of choosing the exercises. Here's one example. I mean, others are full with a full program, like the yellow ones, for example, etc. There's so many different workout charts here. Truly awesome stuff. Real yeah, I mean, I've never seen this stuff before in my life, so this is fantastic. There's a back to basics, and according to Roland, this particular pamphlet was, I think, once Vince's gym was sold to another guy called Tabor, and he tried to make it more, I guess, like the establishments of the day, Roland was telling me. And apparently this particular pamphlet was only circulated around for a very short time. Some really cool old photos here of Vince as well. I mean, here's one of the gym itself with the supplements there behind the liver tablets, the works. I mean, look at that photo. This is so cool, right? T-shirt there. You can see the workout clothes, everything. It's just so vintage, right? So this stuff I've never seen before either. It's pretty awesome just to see all this old stuff that yeah, I mean, as Roland says, this stuff has probably never been collected by many people at all. If anything, these are probably some of the only copies that ever existed in the world, and otherwise there might be 1 or 2 more, because these were just simple pamphlets that people probably would have chucked away. And we've got here from Vince's gym his original printouts of his diets, the steak and eggs, right? Steak and eggs diet is here. We've got the positive nitrogen balanced diet. Never heard of that one before. Never heard of it. And it's a full document on that. The positive nitrogen balanced diet. You can see it there. There's also another diet I've never heard of. Eric Estrada's diet, compiled by Vince Gironda. You can probably see it if I just focus it there. Eric Estrada's diet, right? Pretty awesome stuff. The vegetarian reducing diet, another one that I've been asked about many times. You can probably see now the heading there. many times before. Yeah, so these diets just pretty awesome stuff. I might have to make a book or something to share this information out, and some videos, of course. Here's the US Air Force Army diet that I've talked about in the past. There's all these dietary information here from Vince's gym, right? Very rare information, I have to admit. Very, very rare. And then we have a list from Vince's gym. Exercises for complete muscular isolation, written by Vince Gironda. I mean, again, a document I have never ever seen before, right? These things are so rare. And here we even have Vince Gym membership like forms to fill in, where you write, you know, your agreement. You know, the fees are there. The rules of the gym. This is pretty awesome. The rules of the gym. And I love number 11. Except as prevented by act of God, war, strike, and other cause beyond its control, seller shall, during the term of membership, maintain its gymnasium facilities. That's hilarious. Anyway, you're supposed to sign it and then return it to Vince, and you would be allowed to train at the infamous Vince's gym. And it was printed in different colors. Roland was telling me that these pamphlets were often printed on different colors, I guess to keep the forms and the brochures interesting. But here's one printed in yellow. And here, again, wow, I mean, this stuff, the Gironda newsletter, The Right to Know, written by Vince Gironda. This apparently was a very rare document, distributed either every once in a long time, as I was told by Roland, or maybe produced only once. And this is not just a newsletter. This is actually a book, right? It's a book of at least, I don't know, 20 pages, double-sided, with all this information found within. Really rare information on Vince Gironda's nutritional and training principles, of his style of bodybuilding, of his teachings in bodybuilding. Extremely rare. So yeah, I'm just super stoked. Again, today it feels like Christmas all over again. I mean, it just felt like Christmas a few weeks ago when I received Bill Hinburn's collection of books, and now I've got some super rare material from Vince Gironda's gym that used to actually hang in Vince Gironda's shelves. So I mean, I'm over the moon. I mean, really, whoever gets this opportunity to see this kind of stuff, I mean, damn, this is just this is from Vince's gym. I mean, I've got to pinch myself a couple of times when I say that. This is from Vince's gym. I mean, can it get any better than that? I'm just absolutely stoked. So a big thank you to Roland, and I do hope that you have enjoyed this video, this rare look at some very old and vintage information from Vince's gym in North Hollywood, California. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't to the Golden Era Bookworm. Leave me your comments, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to support my work so that I can continue to acquire rare information, rare knowledge like this, and present it on this channel, please donate via PayPal. And you can also support me via Patreon by becoming a patron. Or you can, of course, like Roland did, donate these rare documents, books, magazines, memorabilia, and other paraphernalia, photos, old equipment, whatever you like, to myself. You can contact me via email, and I'd be happy to receive this and to preserve it, because this stuff, you know, I really think it belongs in a museum, and I am trying my best to try and come out with a way of creating a physical culture museum here in Europe. I've said it many times, and I do plan to try and pursue this. I've actually already, I can say this, that I've actually started moving towards creating a physical culture museum here in Switzerland. But nothing is concrete yet, so I can't really announce the opening of anything yet. But I can guarantee that I'm in the process of doing that and actually trying to acquire funding and sponsorship for this project. Yeah, that's my direction, and this is why I continue to ask for support, because I do believe that this information should be preserved. It is part of Iron Game history and part of history of humanity, and I think it should definitely be preserved. That's my rant anyway. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. You can also, by the way, support my my work through my website www.goldenerabookworm.com, where I sell ebooks that are usually out of print books and courses from the golden, silver and bronze era of bodybuilding. Anyway, that's it for me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Hope you enjoyed this exclusive look at original pamphlets, workout charts printed out by Vince Gironda, booklets and all these kinds of things that are, yeah, these are pamphlets, etc. All from Vince's gym. Hope you've enjoyed the video. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.